Hello, everyone. My name is Corey Alonzo Harvey. Once again, I'm the CEO and president of Harvey Alternatives. Today, I'm doing an audio video instead of a visual video. And the topic I want to discuss today is about fraud. And we'll go into details about two types of fraud that people would experience as a note if it pertains to how I work as in the notary field as well as being a paralegal. Because one of the things about being a paralegal, being a notary, is to stamp out fraud or identify fraud and vet identities. First type of fraud is people using identity theft to create fraud with their documents and their forms. So we have to vet their identities as a notary to make sure they are who they are, that the signatures matches with their documents, and an ID as well. And the ID cannot be expired also. So that's one way of us stamping out fraud as notaries. In addition, we also require thumbprints sometimes too when we're filling out the journals as well, as a form to be able to track it back to other people as well, so we can prevent fraud and other identity thefts. It also brings me to another topic about fraud as well too. And I know some people may have experienced this. I know I have experienced this before in my time in my life. There were times where I applied for jobs. I applied for jobs as a paralegal, and there were some people that was in my inbox that got my information from Indeed to put fake profiles, job profiles on there. And these are the things that you have to look out for too. That some of these jobs out here, they're not really legitimate jobs, but they're looking for your information. They're looking for anything they can possibly get from you. And these are some of the signs that you might experience for a job scam or fraud. That the company lacks online. Credible online. The company doesn't have a viable address or a verifiable address for a physical location. Other employees aren't on LinkedIn or have private profiles. The job listings have bogus companies' websites, and there's never a video or a phone interview. The job description promises flexible hours. It also includes wages that are normal. Basically, it's like if you hear anything, or it seems like it's too good to be true. Usually, it is. If you have any ill feelings or a red flag start to pop up when you're doing information, do not give me information. Do not send your resume. Do not give them financial information, no matter how good and enticing the job offer does. And you'll also see high pressure. They'll try to rush you in to give you an answer right back immediately. Want you to give an answer whether you accept the job offer within the same day. Also, they may not also provide detailed information about the job, company, or hiring. For example, they might give you like, okay, yes, we're UPS. They don't give you the name of the person, the contact. They don't give you the information detail as to how the position will go or how soon they're expecting to start the position. Also, sometimes for these fake job profiles, they'll also request payment. They might say like, well, if in order for you to do this right here, that you might have to be trained as a paralegal or trained something like that, or how to scan documents, that you have to pay X amount of dollars to do this. No job that's going to hire you and want you to come in are going to ask you to pay. And usually these type of jobs are usually claiming through staffing companies. They present fake IDs. They actually sometimes they go about stealing information from legitimate companies and try to pretend like they're that legitimate company, when all the while they're actually scammers. So when people get hit and they lose their money or do that, they go to the legit company, which the legit company doesn't have any idea or any clue as to what it's about. They also have unclear social media platforms as well. It's not defined by giving clear-cut information on their social media pages as well. One of the main reasons why they do this as well, not only to steal your personal information in terms of social security numbers, your money, sometimes too that if you have a high qualified position, if you're a high qualified professional, they can try to pretend like they take your credentials and your work that you actually done and pass it off as themselves. They won't put your name up there, but they'll take your work, your education, your training, your skills, and build upon that a fake profile or a fake resume off of your information and put their name on there to pretend like that they're the ones that's doing the work. But one thing for certain, two things for sure, no matter what, and no matter what in life, no one, absolutely no one in life can ever be able to do what God gifted you to do. Okay? So when you're doing notary work, and I'm going back to notary work, make sure you stay aware. Excuse me. Be sure to stay aware, very, very aware and alert of fraud and scammers. Do your due diligence. Check the company out first before you give any information. Check out the legitimacy. Check out a couple of sites too that also does background checks and scans on them. Just as much as a company like to do background checks on people, you as an individual can also do background checks on the legitimacy of a company. And in terms of notarizations, you can scan and look at the ID very carefully from front to back. And if there's any inconsistencies with IDs that doesn't seem like it came from a government agency, then don't do the notarization. If the signatures do not match, do not do a notarization. You have to question and challenge everything in order to prevent fraud. And be sure and be aware and be alert at all times, because people out there are scamming people out of their properties, lands, informations, identities, money, and whatever resources they possibly can. So please, by all means, be aware and be diligent. Have a good day. God bless you. And I'll be back with another video very, very soon. It will be a visual video where you can be able to see me in person and hear my voice. Until then, have a good day. Stay safe. God bless you. And remember, God loves you, and so do I. Goodbye.